Hey everybody, welcome to Vintage Vagabond Vens. Have you ever thought about reselling? Well, today we're going to go over some cool items for reselling. These could be items found at estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores, or even just around the house. Whether it's selling on eBay, Mercari, Posh, these are some of the types of items, I should say, to watch out for.
Today we're going to go over salt and pepper shakers. Here we have a Japan cucumber veggie in a basket salt and pepper shaker. Marked Japan. This sold for $14.99 with one bid. Here we have a German bee on a flower salt and pepper shaker. It is unmarked, sold for $14.95. Here is a fork and spoon man and woman salt and pepper shaker. It's actually marked made in China, which is surprising. Sold for $16.50 and had 12 bids. Here is an elf head with banana hat. They sold for $18.28 and had 4 bids. Norcrest, Japan. Dogs playing a violin or cello. Trying to find their label. They're marked on the bottom. They sold for $20.50 and had 8 bids. Here is a pair of Vanesco Bass salt and pepper shakers. You have the original, another souvenir, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. You do have the Vanesco label on them. They sold for $19.99. Here are 2 Relco Japan Boston Terrier dog salt and pepper shakers. And this pair sold for $26 with 3 bids. Here's Christ Christmas Angels salt and pepper shaker. It says they have rhinestone eyes. And they sold for $25. 1950s Lefton bluebirds. Cute little birds. They are marked with their original label on the bottom. And they sold for $24.50. 3 bids. There's cute little Snappy the Snail salt and pepper shakers by Vanesco. Looks like the one has a little chip on it. And they sold for $28. Here's a pair of Mr. and Mrs. Humpty Dumpty salt and pepper shakers. They sold for $29. Adorable little fawns. They also sold for $29 and had 7 bids. Here's a little Christmas mouse sleeping on cheese. Mark Lefton. This set sold for $29 and had 17 bids. Here is bread and butter set. They were different. They sold for $29.50 and had 4 bids. Cute little skunks. Skunks always tend to sell good. Marked Japan. They sold for $31 and had 18 bids. Here's Flower Faces salt and pepper shaker. Marked Japan. These sold for $66 and had 2 bids. Porcelain Siamese cats. Marked Japan. Big green eyes. They sold for $69.88. 13 bids. Art and Art purple mice with red bows. They sold for $69.95. Here is a pair of bluebirds with flowers on their heads. Salt and pepper shaker. Unmarked. Most likely Japan. They sold for $69 and had 18 bids. Here's Smokey the Bear. Marked Japan. They sold for $76 and had 23 bids. Here's a pair of Relco mermaids. Marked on the base with the original sticker. They sold for $77 and had 9 bids. Tall blue cats. They sold for $87.38 with 5 bids. Here are vegetable salt and pepper shakers. Marked Japan. They sold for $97 and had 17 bids. Astronaut and Rocket salt and pepper shaker. They sold for $122.50 and had 13 bids. Here's a snake charmer and cobra coming out of the basket. Very different. They sold for $130 and had 4 bids. Here's a pair of tough cats. This pair sold for $137.50 and had 7 bids. Here's a pair of nodding skull salt and pepper shakers. There's the nodders. They actually nod back and forth. I believe where'd it go? These were nodders too, with the snake and the charmer's head. But these actually rock back and forth on the base. And they sold for $147.50 and had 21 bids. Here's a pair of vintage Inesco salt and pepper shakers. Ice cream with faces, a man and a girl. Marked Inesco on the base. They sold for $202.50 with 19 bids. Here's a pair of German gnomes. Marked Germany on the base. They sold for $162.49. 22 bids. Here's Holt Howard, little bear cubs. Mark Japan on the base. Holt Howard is very good to watch out for. These sold for $145 and had 3 bids. Here's a pair of lifted bluebirds. Bluebird and redbird. Fun and joy and laughter. Birds sitting on mailboxes. There's the Japan stamp. And they sold for $255 and had 28 bids. And the highest one that came up when I researched them were these 1950s Holt Howard boy and girl pixies. They look to be in excellent condition. There's the sticker on the bottom. And they sold for $370 and had 17 bids on them. And those are just a few of the salt and pepper shakers to watch for. You can find salt and pepper shakers everywhere. Not all of them are worth money, but there are some that are worth some very good money. So it always pays to check them out. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing more videos like this. I do thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.